Hey everyone. Welcome to this video tutorial learning C# using Windows Forms. In this tutorial, we'll be covering the basics of C#. On the next pages I give you some more info regarding what are conditions, 3 types of conditions, if, and else statements. Switch is a useful alternative for a long series of if-else statements. What are conditions? Conditions in C# are an essential part of programming and are used to control the flow of code based on certain criteria. They allow you to execute specific code blocks when a condition is met, and to handle different situations and scenarios in your program. In other words, conditions are used to make decisions in your program. Conditional logical operators. These operators are used to combine conditions and create more complex expressions. The operators are and or and not. Comparison operators. These operators are used to compare two values and return a Boolean value, true or false. The operators are equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. By using these different types of conditions, you can make your code more expressive, concise, and easier to understand. Conditions are a powerful tool for any programmer and can be used in a wide range of applications and scenarios. 3 types of conditions: if, and else statements. If statement, this is the most basic type of condition in C#. It checks if a specific condition is true and performs a certain action if it is. For example, if the user clicks a button, the program will perform a certain action. Else if statement. This statement is used to check for multiple conditions. If the first condition is not true, it will move on to the next condition until it finds a true condition to execute. Else statement. This statement is used as a catch-all condition. If none of the conditions are true, the program will execute the code inside the else statement. Now that we've discussed the different types of conditions, let's take a look at some example code to help illustrate how they work. If none of the conditions are true, the program will execute the code inside the else statement. Switch is a useful alternative for a long series of if-else statements. There are several benefits to using switch instead of several if-else conditions in C#. Readability. Switch statements can often be easier to read and understand than a series of if-else statements, especially when there are many possible cases. This is because switch statements are designed specifically for this purpose and provide a clear and concise syntax. Performance. Switch statements can be faster than a series of if-else statements in some cases. This is because the C# compiler can optimize the switch statement to use a jump table or hash table, which can result in faster lookup times than a series of linearly evaluated if-else statements. Maintainability. Switch statements can be easier to maintain than a series of if-else statements, especially when changes need to be made to the code. This is because changes can be made in one place, rather than needing to update multiple if-else statements throughout the code. In this example, we have a variable called actualDay which is set to 1. We then use a switch statement to check the value of it and execute the corresponding case. In this case, since actualDay is equal to 1, the code will execute the case 1 block, which will be Thursday. The break statement is used to exit the switch statement once the corresponding case has been executed. If actualDay was set to a value that didn't match any of the cases, the default block would be executed, which in this case will be weekend. Now let's start with the video. Learn C# using Windows Forms, conditions. We will cover the following points. Example for if and else condition. Example for switch condition. And now enjoy the practical part of this video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment with ideas, wishes, or improvements for further content. If you like my videos, I would be happy about a like for the video. If you want to support me further and not miss any videos, just subscribe to my channel.